The Patriots are not alone in the undefeated column. The San Francisco 49ers also winning every game so far this season. They had a rough and tumble game in the rain this past Sunday, beating the Washington Redskins 9-0. Joining us right now is the San Francisco 49ers president and Elevate Sports Venture CEO, Al Guido. Al, it is great to have you.
Thanks for having me on this morning.
And you're all dapper this morning. You look like you must be 6-0.
Feels really good. Yeah,
Congratulations.
We left a sloppy, rainy Washington, D.C. a couple days ago with a win.
That's terrific. How do you keep this going?
You know, we got to keep our guys healthy. Our defense has been championship caliber to start the year. Last year, obviously losing our quarterback in week 3, we've kept him healthy. So we got a big home game against Christian McCaffrey and the Carolina Panthers at Levi's Stadium on Sunday. 6 home games left to sort of finish out the year. Hopefully we can keep it rolling.
Even Jack Brewer's impressed.
I am, Al. You know, to see the defense playing the way that they are, it's very rare to see a team with so much character so early. Like you mentioned before, you guys had so many road games early in the season, so it just says a lot about your character. What role has Richard Sherman played in his leadership in that locker room?
You know, I'm glad you brought that up, because last year, going through a tough year on the field, having quality veteran leadership to go through that, I think we gained a lot. And now, obviously, we got 5 first-round picks on the defensive line, getting Nick Bosa this year, getting Dee Ford from the Kansas City Chiefs. We always say, you know, in the NFL, you really need 2 things. You need guys who can throw the ball and guys who can knock those guys down. And our front line right now on the defensive side has really dominated games, which really helped Richard Sherman, Ahkello Witherspoon, all the guys on the back end. And so we just got to keep that going.
Yeah. Now, you know, you're on Fox Business, so I got to ask you these questions, man. You're in San Francisco, and, you know, your team has not been the most favorite for a lot of Patriots in the country, you know, following the Colin Kaepernick. But it seems like you guys have made a lot of changes, both personnel-wise, in the front office, to really give this team a new look and a new feel. How's that been? Have you felt that?
Well, I'll tell you what, we couldn't do it without the leadership of our ownership group. Jed York, John York, Denise DeBartolo York. They've really been on the front lines of giving back to the community, and this is our 6th year since we opened Levi's Stadium. We call our fans the faithful. If all of our 49ers fans could have watched us in L.A. show up and really put 40,000 fans into that building. So we've been really proud of our strong support. We've had the highest renewal rates in all of the NFL over the course of first 6 years in our building. Roughly 97 or 98% of our fans renew every year. So it's good to see them getting some wins on the field, feeling good about that environment in that building. And I think we're just going to keep that going. We had a really good initiative yesterday. We announced unlimited food and beverage, which is really cutting edge in the sports industry.
That's a great idea.
All 70,000 fans. It's really frictionless, no longer taking out your wallet to pay for anything. People have always done it across the premium experience in the NFL or the NBA. We're now doing it at scale.
And with Richard, this sounds silly, but with Richard Sherman being a Stanford grad, did that help again in terms of, because that really brings that young fan base into the stadium for sure? Big
time. I mean, we have a number of Stanford grads on our team, right? We have Solomon Thomas, who was a Stanford grad, Richard Sherman, who's a Stanford grad. Our general manager, soon to be hopefully an NFL Hall of Famer, John Lynch, is a Stanford grad. So we got that Stanford love. Obviously, our former coach, Bill Walsh, is a Stanford guy. So there's a lot of love between Stanford University and the San Francisco 49ers.
Keeping it up north.
That's right. And it plays into on the business side. Our business analytics team is the largest team in the NFL, really powered by our friend Bill McDermott. I'm sad to see him step down because he's been great to us with SAP.
He has.
We launched a technology platform, which has really led the way for the last 2 years. Even though we've been sort of bad on the field due to injuries and everything else, we've been in the top 5 in the NFL in customer experience, and we couldn't have done it without the support of SAP, without the support of our partners, and frankly, without the support of our fans.
He's terrific, Bill McDermott. Really.
The best.
Solid citizen. I agree with you. How did things change for the NFL? Because I feel like within the last year, the perception has changed. You had the kneeling controversy. A lot of people were we were focused on concussions and sort of the negative sides of the game. And I think recently, over the last year, things have improved in that regard. Have they not?
I think they have. I mean, you just got to keep focusing on what I call the hero feature, which is on the field. That's what everybody shows up for. And our game has continued to get better. Health and safety has continued to get better. 24 of the top 25 shows have been NFL football games, and I think that's going to continue.
Well, it's the highest and probably highest paid for top premium intellectual property of all, live sports, live football.
That's exactly right. I mean, what you do now, right, cable news and live sports are really what's trending up. We're looking forward to our next CBA, our collective bargaining agreement, our next rights negotiation. Obviously, as we look at our local market, it's really about the evolution of our stadium. Again, we're 6 years into a brand new building, but what's the next 10 years look like
Well, Fox
for the
has
NFL?
been an incredible partner for the NFL. What are you expecting in terms of some social media companies that want to get in and they want to have, I mean, like Amazon, they're going to be a bidder, right?
Sure.
What's the expectation?
We certainly hope so. I mean, if you look at the market cap of those companies compared to obviously what our traditional linear partners are today, certainly most of our fans still watch on linear broadcast television, but we've done something with Amazon. I think all of those other partners will come to the table as we get ready for the next rights negotiation.
Okay, which teams are the biggest roadblock as far as getting to the Super Bowl?
Real quick, we got to jump.
Probably too early in the season to say that. Let's try to win our division. We got to beat the LA Rams, the Seattle Seahawks, and the Arizona Cardinals. Let's
You
get
beat
through that
my
first.
skin.
You're winning.
That's
there.
right.
All right, we'll
Feels
be right
good.
back. Al Guido, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.